Wisdom seekers, pause for a moment. Consider this. Life is a battlefield, not of swords and shields, but of choices, values, and self-mastery. Every morning, when you rise, you enter the fray. Each decision you make is a move on the chessboard of existence. Are you prepared to meet the challenges, to stand firm when the winds howl, to act with purpose and precision? The warrior mindset isn't merely about conflict, it's about mastery of the self, the moment, and the path forward. What if I told you that deep within you lies a reservoir of strength waiting to be tapped? A power to overcome doubt, fear, and mediocrity. This video is not just about habits, it's about awakening the warrior within you, the one who thrives in adversity and remains unmoved by chaos. The Stoics understood this well. For them, life's tribulations were not curses but opportunities, sparring partners that sharpen the blade of the mind. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He knew the strength of a warrior lies not in brute force, but in clarity, discipline, and resilience. Today, we embark on a journey through the heart of the warrior mindset. We'll uncover 10 habits that will forge you into a man of unshakable resolve, a living embodiment of wisdom in action. These habits are not quick fixes, but timeless principles. Your guide to navigating the chaos of life with grace and courage. Life, my friends, is fleeting, a dance of moments slipping through our fingers like sand. If you do not seize this day with both hands, it will be gone forever. Will you rise as a warrior or falter as a spectator? The answer lies in the choices you make, beginning now. So my fellow wisdom seekers, prepare yourself. This isn't just a video, it's a call to arms, a blueprint for a life of meaning and mastery. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't yet. Every like, subscribe helps us continue our mission of sharing knowledge. Ready to unlock more wisdom? Let's get started. Habit 1. Embrace adversity as a crucible of strength. Picture yourself standing on the edge of a stormy sea, waves crashing with relentless force. Life often feels like this, a series of relentless waves, each more daunting than the last. A warrior doesn't curse the storm, he embraces it as his proving ground. This is the essence of the first habit, the ability to embrace adversity, not as an obstacle, but as the crucible that forges unbreakable strength. The Stoics had a profound relationship with adversity. They saw suffering and hardship as inevitable aspects of existence, not to be feared, but to be understood. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This isn't just a philosophical musing. It's a call to transform the challenges you face into stepping stones toward greatness. How can you adopt this mindset? Start by reframing the way you perceive difficulty. The next time you encounter a setback, pause and reflect. What is this moment trying to teach me? Think of adversity as a personal mentor, guiding you toward your full potential. When you see challenges as lessons rather than punishments, you reclaim your power. Consider the blacksmith shaping a blade. The metal is subjected to intense heat, struck repeatedly, and plunged into icy waters. This process isn't punishment, it's transformation. Each strike strengthens the blade, making it sharper, more resilient. You are that blade. Each trial you face, every failure you endure, is another strike of the hammer, shaping you into something extraordinary. Take the story of Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher born into slavery. His early life was a crucible of suffering, yet he rose to become one of the most influential thinkers of his time. His teachings remind us that we are not defined by our circumstances but by our response to them. He said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." To live with a warrior mindset, you must train yourself to embrace discomfort. Step outside your comfort zone daily. Seek out situations that challenge you, whether it's a difficult conversation, a demanding physical task, or a moment of vulnerability. Each act of courage builds your resilience. A warrior doesn't ask for an easy life. He asks for the strength to endure a difficult one. Make this your mantra. I do not run from hardship. I rise to meet it. Habit 2. Cultivate discipline. Like a master craftsman, discipline is the foundation of all great achievements. Without it, talent withers, ambition falters, and dreams remain unfulfilled. To a warrior, discipline is not merely a tool. It's a way of life. It's the invisible thread that weaves together each moment of the day, ensuring that actions align with values and goals. The Stoics understood the profound importance of discipline. Seneca wrote, "Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power." This self-mastery, the ability to command your own thoughts and actions, is the essence of discipline. It's not about rigidly adhering to routines, it's about living intentionally and consistently. Imagine a master craftsman at work. Each stroke of his chisel is deliberate, guided by years of practice and a clear vision of the final creation. Discipline is the craftsman's hand, turning raw potential into a masterpiece. Your life is the marble, waiting to be shaped. How can you cultivate this habit? Begin by creating a structure for your day. A warrior doesn't wander aimlessly, he moves with purpose. Start each morning by identifying your priorities. What are the 3 most important tasks you must accomplish today? Write them down. Then, approach them with the focus of a marksman, aiming for a target. Discipline also means eliminating distractions. The modern world is a battlefield of competing stimuli. Social media, endless notifications, and the lure of instant gratification. To cultivate a warrior's focus, you must learn to say no. Guard your time and energy like a fortress, allowing in only what aligns with your goals. But discipline isn't just about what you do, it's about what you avoid. Marcus Aurelius advised, "If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your own judgment of them, and it is in your power to wipe out that judgment now." This applies to distractions and temptations alike. Recognize them for what they are, tools of weakness, and let them pass like clouds in the sky. One of the greatest challenges to discipline is procrastination. To combat this, adopt the 2-minute rule. If a task will take less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. This simple practice builds momentum and trains your mind to act rather than delay. Discipline is a muscle, and like any muscle, it grows stronger with consistent use. Start small. Commit to one disciplined act each day. Over time, this habit will ripple outward, transforming every aspect of your life. Habit 3. Develop unwavering focus. In the heat of battle, a warrior's survival depends on his focus. A single moment of distraction can mean the difference between victory and defeat. In life, the stakes may not always be life and death, but the principle remains the same. Focus is your superpower. The Stoics placed immense value on the ability to concentrate the mind. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Concentrate every minute like a Roman, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions." This is the essence of focus, giving your full attention to the present moment. Why is focus so crucial? Because your energy flows where your attention goes. If your mind is scattered, so too will be your results. Conversely, when you direct your full mental power toward a single objective, you become unstoppable. To develop focus, you must first identify your distractions. What pulls your attention away from what truly matters? For many, it's the constant hum of digital noise, emails, social media, and the endless scroll of information. Recognize these distractions for what they are, thieves of time and clarity. Create rituals to protect your focus. Set aside blocks of time for deep work, during which all distractions are eliminated. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and create a physical environment that fosters concentration. Treat these periods as sacred. They are the forge where your greatest achievements will be crafted. Meditation is another powerful tool for cultivating focus. Just as a warrior hones his physical skills, meditation hones the mind, training it to remain steady amidst the chaos. Even 5 minutes a day can have a profound impact. Sit quietly, breathe deeply, and practice returning your attention to the present whenever it wanders. The Stoics also taught the importance of detachment. Epictetus advised, "Don't let the force of an impression when it first hits you knock you off your feet. Say to it, 'Hold on a moment. Let me see who you are and what you represent.'" This practice of stepping back allows you to maintain focus, even when emotions threaten to overwhelm you. Focus is not about doing more, it's about doing less, better. It's about cutting away the noise to reveal the signal, the essence of what truly matters. When you master this habit, you'll find that not only do you achieve more, but you do so with a sense of clarity and peace that is the hallmark of the warrior mindset. Habit 4. Practice emotional fortitude. A warrior doesn't merely fight external battles, he also contends with the storms within. Emotions, when unbridled, can be like wild horses, dragging us in directions we never intended to go. To live with a warrior mindset, you must master the art of emotional fortitude, the ability to remain calm and composed even in the face of chaos. The Stoics viewed emotional mastery as central to a virtuous life. Seneca wrote, "A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is." This profound statement reminds us that our emotions are not purely reactive. They are shaped by our interpretations and judgments. The key, then, is to control how we interpret the events in our lives. Imagine a battlefield strewn with confusion and noise. A skilled warrior remains focused, assessing the situation with a clear head. Similarly, emotional fortitude requires you to pause before reacting. When anger flares or fear rises, take a moment to breathe. Ask yourself, what is within my control? How can I respond in a way that aligns with my values? This simple act of reflection can prevent impulsive reactions that lead to regret. Marcus Aurelius advised, "If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment." This teaching is a powerful reminder that we have the ability to reinterpret our emotions. For example, when faced with criticism, you can see it as an attack, or you can view it as feedback for growth. Building emotional fortitude also requires resilience. Life will test you, loss, betrayal, failure. But these experiences, while painful, are opportunities to strengthen your inner core. Reflect on past adversities. Did they not, in some way, make you stronger? Adopt the mindset that every emotional storm is temporary, and that you have the power to weather it. To practice emotional mastery, begin with mindfulness. Pay attention to your emotional triggers and patterns. Journaling can be a powerful tool for this. Write down what you felt, why you felt it, and how you responded. Over time, you'll notice patterns and develop strategies to manage your emotions more effectively. Remember, a warrior does not suppress his emotions. He understands and channels them. Anger can become a source of energy for positive change, and fear can be transformed into caution and preparedness. Master your emotions, and you will master yourself. Habit 5. Cultivate a vision that guides you. A warrior without a purpose is like a ship without a compass, adrift and vulnerable to the whims of the sea. Cultivating a vision is the 5th habit, one that imbues your life with direction and meaning. A clear vision is not just a goal. It is a North Star, guiding your actions and keeping you grounded in moments of doubt. The Stoics emphasize the importance of living a life aligned with purpose. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "People who labor all their lives but have no purpose to direct every thought and impulse toward are wasting their time, even when hard at work." A vision provides clarity amidst the distractions of life, ensuring that your efforts are focused on what truly matters. How do you create such a vision? Start by reflecting on your values. What principles guide your decisions? What legacy do you wish to leave behind? Your vision should be a reflection of your highest self, the man you aspire to become. But a vision is not static, it evolves as you grow. Revisit it regularly. Ask yourself, does this still resonate with who I am? Adjust it as necessary, but always ensure it remains rooted in your core values. Once you have a vision, break it down into actionable steps. A grand dream is inspiring, but without a plan, it remains intangible. Identify specific goals that align with your vision and work toward them daily. This process transforms your vision from an abstract idea into a lived reality. Consider the warriors of old, who fought not for personal gain, but for the honor of their people, the preservation of their culture, or the defense of their loved ones. Their vision was their anchor. Similarly, your vision will keep you steady when life's challenges threaten to overwhelm you. A vision also provides resilience. When you face setbacks, and you will, a strong vision reminds you of the bigger picture. Failure becomes a stepping stone, not a dead end. As Seneca wisely observed, "To the man who does not know where he wants to go, there is no favorable wind." Cultivating a vision ensures you always have a direction, no matter how stormy the seas may become. Habit 6. Hone the art of self-reliance. In a world where dependence on external validation and support is the norm, a warrior stands apart. He is self-reliant, grounded in his own capabilities and inner strength. This habit is not about rejecting help or community, but about cultivating the ability to stand firm when no one else is there to lean on. The Stoics revered self-reliance as a cornerstone of inner strength. Epictetus taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." True freedom, he argued, comes from the ability to rely on oneself, not just for survival, but for emotional stability, purpose, and contentment. Self-reliance begins with self-awareness. You must know your strengths and weaknesses intimately. What skills do you possess that enable you to navigate life's challenges? Where do you need growth? This honest self-assessment is not a judgment, but a starting point for self-improvement. Developing self-reliance also means embracing responsibility. A warrior does not shirk blame or shift accountability. Instead, he takes ownership of his actions and their consequences. This mindset is empowering because it reminds you that you are the architect of your own life. But self-reliance isn't limited to the practical. It's deeply emotional and psychological. It means finding validation within yourself rather than seeking it from others. This doesn't mean you reject praise or acknowledgement, but you do not depend on it. Your worth is intrinsic, not determined by external factors. Imagine being lost in a forest with no map or guide. A self-reliant man would rely on his instincts, skills, and resolve to find his way out. He wouldn't panic or despair, because he knows that everything he needs is within him. This is the mindset you must cultivate, a deep trust in your own abilities. One practical way to build self-reliance is to regularly push your limits. Engage in activities that challenge you to rely on your own resourcefulness, whether it's learning a new skill, solving a complex problem, or even navigating an unfamiliar environment alone. Each success, no matter how small, reinforces your confidence in yourself. The Stoics believed that self-reliance also included emotional independence. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It is in your power to retire into yourself whenever you choose." This retreat into the self is a sanctuary, a place where you can find peace and clarity regardless of external circumstances. When you hone the art of self-reliance, you become unshakable. The world may change, people may come and go, but your foundation remains strong. A warrior knows that while he fights alongside others, his greatest strength comes from within. Habit 7. Cultivate an unshakable sense of gratitude. Gratitude might seem like an unusual trait for a warrior. After all, the image of a hardened fighter rarely conjures thoughts of thankfulness. Yet gratitude is a secret weapon, a shield against bitterness, despair, and entitlement. It is the mindset that transforms a warrior's heart from one weighed down by the burdens of life to one elevated by its blessings. The Stoics understood the power of gratitude deeply. Seneca wrote, "Nothing is more honorable than a grateful heart." Gratitude, to the Stoics, was not merely about acknowledging good fortune. It was about finding value and meaning even in life's challenges. To cultivate this habit is to see every experience, pleasant or painful, as a gift. How does a warrior embody gratitude? By shifting perspective. Instead of lamenting what he lacks, he focuses on what he has. Consider this exercise. At the end of each day, reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. They need not be grand. Even the simplest moments, clean water, a kind word, a lesson learned, are treasures. Gratitude also stems from embracing impermanence. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, when you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Life is fleeting, and each moment is a gift. To a warrior, understanding the fragility of life doesn't breed fear, it deepens appreciation. This practice isn't about ignoring pain or hardship. Instead, it's about recognizing the good amidst the struggle. Imagine standing on a battlefield after a hard-fought victory. The scars you bear are not only marks of pain but also reminders of resilience, courage, and triumph. Gratitude transforms wounds into wisdom. To build this habit further, express gratitude outwardly. Acknowledge those who have supported you, taught you, or challenged you. Gratitude is contagious. When you share it, you not only uplift others but reinforce the habit within yourself. Gratitude is a force that keeps the warrior's spirit light, even as his burdens grow heavy. It reminds you that no matter how dark the path may seem, there is always light to be found. Habit 8. Commit to lifelong learning. A warrior's mind is his sharpest weapon, and like any weapon, it must be owned constantly. Committing to lifelong learning is not just about acquiring knowledge, it's about cultivating a mindset of curiosity, humility, and growth. This habit ensures that you remain adaptable, open-minded, and ever prepared for the challenges of life. The Stoics revered wisdom above all. Epictetus declared, "It is impossible for a man to learn what he thinks he already knows." This humility is the cornerstone of lifelong learning. To adopt this habit, you must first acknowledge that there's always more to learn, no matter how skilled or knowledgeable you become. Learning isn't confined to books or formal education. It is a way of engaging with the world. Every interaction, every failure, every moment of stillness holds a lesson if you are willing to observe and reflect. Consider the warrior on the battlefield. Each encounter, each mistake, sharpens his tactics and broadens his understanding. How do you cultivate this habit? Start by feeding your mind daily. Read widely, not just subjects you enjoy, but topics that challenge your worldview. Seek out the wisdom of those who came before you, including the great philosophers, thinkers, and warriors of history. The writings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus are excellent companions on this journey. But learning is not passive. You must apply what you absorb. Reflect on how each new piece of knowledge can shape your decisions, habits, and actions. Wisdom, after all, is knowledge in motion. Be open to feedback and correction. A warrior does not see criticism as a personal attack, but as an opportunity to grow stronger. Seneca advised, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which depends on tomorrow and wastes today." In learning, as in life, the time to act is now. Finally, embrace the idea that mastery is a journey, not a destination. The greatest warriors are not those who believe they've reached the pinnacle, but those who continue to climb, ever seeking the next challenge, the next lesson. By committing to lifelong learning, you ensure that your mind remains as sharp as your resolve. Habit 9. Strengthen your connections to others. While a warrior often stands alone in his battles, he is never truly isolated. Strengthening your connections to others is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to your humanity. This habit fosters a sense of belonging, purpose, and mutual support, elements that are vital for a fulfilling life. The Stoics emphasize the importance of community and relationships. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "We are made for cooperation, like feet, like hands, like eyelids, like the rows of the upper and lower teeth. To act against one another is contrary to nature." To the Stoics, relationships were not just a practical necessity, but a moral imperative. A warrior's bond with others is forged through trust, respect, and shared purpose. To strengthen these connections, start by being fully present with the people in your life. Listen intently, speak honestly, and act with integrity. Small acts of kindness and genuine attention go a long way in building meaningful relationships. Another key aspect of this habit is practicing forgiveness. Resentment and grudges weigh down the warrior's heart, clouding his judgment and stealing his peace. When wronged, remember the Stoic principle of understanding. People act based on their perceptions, not necessarily with malicious intent. Forgiving others is not about condoning their actions, but about freeing yourself from the chains of anger. But connection is not only about receiving, it's about giving. Serve others without expecting anything in return. Mentor someone who seeks guidance, support a friend in need, or contribute to your community in whatever way you can. The Stoics taught that the greatest joy comes from acts of virtue, and there is no greater virtue than serving others. Building connections also means surrounding yourself with those who inspire and challenge you. As Epictetus said, the key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. Seek out relationships that encourage growth and hold you accountable to your highest values. In a world that often celebrates rugged individualism, remember that no warrior succeeds alone. Your connections are your allies, your support system, and your inspiration. By strengthening them, you build a network of resilience and love that enhances every aspect of your life. Habit 10. Embrace the practice of reflection. The final habit is perhaps the most transformative. Reflection is the practice of turning inward, examining your thoughts, actions, and experiences with the intention of learning and growing. It is the habit that ties all others together, ensuring that you live deliberately and with purpose. The Stoics were ardent advocates of reflection. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations is a testament to this practice, a personal journal where he dissected his thoughts and actions, seeking to align them with his values. Reflection for the Stoics was not a passive exercise, but an active engagement with the self. To embrace reflection, begin by setting aside time each day to review your actions. Did you act in accordance with your principles? Did you face challenges with courage? Did you let emotions dictate your responses? Or did you maintain composure? This honest appraisal helps you identify areas for improvement and reinforces your commitment to your habits. Reflection is also about celebrating progress. Too often, we fixate on our shortcomings and ignore our achievements. Take time to acknowledge how far you've come, the battles you've fought, and the lessons you've learned. Gratitude for your journey fuels motivation for the road ahead. To deepen your practice, incorporate writing. Journaling allows you to externalize your thoughts, creating clarity and structure. Write about your fears, hopes, successes, and failures. Over time, you'll notice patterns and insights that might otherwise remain hidden. Another powerful tool is visualization. At the start of each day, reflect on what lies ahead. Imagine yourself navigating challenges with grace and achieving your goals with focus. Visualization not only prepares your mind, but also aligns your actions with your intentions. The practice of reflection also extends to life's broader questions. Ask yourself, what do I truly value? Am I living a life that aligns with those values? What kind of person do I want to be, and am I taking steps toward that vision? These questions guide you toward a life of authenticity and fulfillment. Reflection transforms experiences into wisdom. It allows you to extract meaning from even the most painful moments, turning them into stepping stones on your path. As Seneca wrote, the greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which depends on tomorrow and wastes today. Reflection anchors you in the present while preparing you for the future. A warrior who reflects is a warrior who grows. He learns from his mistakes, celebrates his victories, and continually sharpens his character. By embracing reflection, you close the circle, ensuring that every habit you cultivate becomes a permanent part of who you are. Final thoughts, wisdom seekers. The path to living with a warrior mindset is not for the faint-hearted. It is a journey of discipline, resilience, and introspection. But as you've seen, it is also a journey of immense reward, a life of purpose, strength, and unyielding resolve. The 10 habits we've explored, embracing discomfort, mastering discipline, cultivating presence, practicing emotional fortitude, living with vision, honing self-reliance, nurturing gratitude, committing to learning, strengthening connections, and embracing reflection, are not quick fixes. They are enduring practices, each requiring time, effort, and patience to master. As you integrate these habits into your life, remember the Stoic principle of progress over perfection. You are not expected to embody them all flawlessly. What matters is the commitment to try, to stumble, and to rise again stronger. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Your path will not always be easy. There will be days when the weight of the world feels unbearable, when the habits seem too daunting to uphold. On those days, remember that the warrior mindset is not about never faltering, it's about always rising. In the end, the warrior's greatest battle is not against external forces, but against himself, against fear, doubt, and complacency. By cultivating these habits, you arm yourself with the tools to overcome, to thrive, and to lead a life of profound impact. So go forth, wisdom seekers. Begin with one habit, master it, and move to the next. Let these principles guide you as you navigate the challenges and opportunities of life. You are capable of greatness, and the warrior within you is waiting to be unleashed. The journey is yours to take, and the time is now. Remember, every step forward, no matter how small, is a victory.